Na 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 moonlight, na 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 in the sky, na 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 you say, na 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 popcorn, na 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 moonlight, na 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 in the sky, na 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 you say, na 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 popcorn.
Hey there, Slumpbusters. This is Juju Talk Sports, joined by C Money, and it is time for episode 7, season 1 of Cobra Kai, the All Valley episode. And I gotta say, out the gate, this is one of my favorite episodes in the entire series. Has some of the most heartwarming moments in the entire show. And yeah, you just love the interactions between Johnny and Miguel. And then obviously on the back half of it, you also do see some good moments between Robby and Daniel. Overall, yeah, if you like that kind of stuff, if you like that kind of bonding between your characters, I would say this is a good episode for you.
Yes, of course. This is a very, very good episode, especially since now it's now we're starting to see more and more of the relationship between Johnny and Miguel.
As far as storylines, what's going on in this episode? It turns out that Cobra Kai has a lifetime ban from the All Valley tournament. And that's a shame because Cobra Kai has this full dojo of students. When you have a full dojo of students, what do you like to do? Compete. They can't compete unless they get this ban lifted. So it is up to Johnny to actually put on more than a gi, to actually put on a tie, a suit, and get ready to go into fight things. And it's funny because he actually deserves a little bit of encouragement from Miguel. Miguel's getting a little bit of encouragement in his dating life. So we get a little bit of that Sam-Miguel relationship going on. It has its problems over the course of the series, but at least here in episode 1, it's kind of cute. They go on a nice 80s style date. We've talked about a lot of callbacks to the original Karate Kid. This is probably one of your biggest ones. Them going to the arcade, having a good time. One of those references, though, that didn't age well that I heard throughout the episode was Lonzo Ball with the fadeaway.
Oh,
no. Yeah, no, I mean, if you're a Lakers fan, obviously we're a sports channel as a whole. That didn't age well.
No.
And that's just a couple years ago. That's how fast things turn around in the NBA. But back in the episode, just general thoughts. How'd you like it, Simon?
Oh, I like this episode a lot. What I think is so funny is okay, like of course Johnny gets ultimately pissed off when he finds out that Cobra Kai's on a lifetime ban. And then especially since Cobra Kai hasn't been around in like the past like 20 to 30 years, it's like how can we be banned? You know what I mean? But this episode you really root for Johnny. And this episode I did not like Daniel. Daniel was super petty, and like, to me, Daniel in this episode was like,
I know what you're talking about in the conference room and at that meeting and everything. He's like, well, I'm glad I showed up for this one because, yeah, he's just trying to pull the political game on him.
Yeah, and then Daniel reminds me of that person at Spotify that tries to tell you what music you should be listening to. Like, he's trying to tell you.
Whoa, Christian. What if we want a $300 million contract from Spotify? You got to think big picture here. We don't want to throw them under the bus. Spotify, if you're listening to this, I'm just saying, our DMs are open. Slumpbuster podcast. Like, comment, subscribe.
Okay, another example. Daniel was like that political person that's trying to get you to sway another way without listening to the other person that's trying to get out their bill or something that they're trying to do. Daniel was the one that was like, oh, okay, we don't have to listen to him. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I thought Daniel was very petty and pretty douchey.
Well, you know, that's the crux of Cobra Kai. We learned that all these characters have their certain faults and drawbacks. I mean, as much as I think a lot of us are Johnny stans through season 1, I think we all have to realize that Johnny's not a great guy either. There's a reason that he's been in a 30-year rut. And there's a reason that he's not close with Robby. I mean, there's little threads to each of these like characters and what makes them. And I think the mean streak from Daniel is one of his more poor traits that we see constantly throughout not only this episode, but obviously when he's not only driving up the prices on Johnny for the dojo, the little strip mall, but he's also driving up the prices on the like random gas station attendants and everything like that. Like he has his moments throughout this show in which it's like, really, that's a little bit too petty for me, and I think that's where we kind of like lose Daniel a little bit. Some other stuff. Let's see. So I mean, obviously, Robby had his big moment here, his big heroic moment where he has those bad influences in life. He's trying to separate from those guys that give him all this issues, trying to convince him to go into, you know, that dark territory. Obviously, he was still in laptops with them just a couple episodes ago. And hey, throughout you want to talk about, again, callbacks to Karate Kid, we get a little bit of a training montage to start between Robby and Daniel, wax on, wax off. And it culminates with, obviously, the big fight at the end. So Robby gets a win here. You know, he saves the car dealership. You know, could have let him have one Porsche. I mean, come on. Daniel's got a ton.
And then I thought it was pretty funny when Robby gets super frustrated when he says, "Man, I'm just doing all your shitty chores."
That's literally like
yeah, that Daniel did the exact same thing. He got super pissed at Mr. Miyagi.
How long do you think you could continue doing that before you're like, yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I think I'm out.
Yeah, like free labor or something.
Yeah, it's bad enough that he's working at the car dealership without any regulations or background checks when he's technically still a minor. I think that actually technically does violate some child labor laws. Maybe I'm not familiar. I don't know. Like, personally didn't work in high school myself, so I can't validate that one. But okay, I mean, let's see here. Another great one that I just want to touch on before we head out here is the unique training methods that we learned from Cobra Kai, the unflinching. I think one of my favorite lines that's so subtle is just Aisha in the background. So we mentioned a couple episodes, Aisha just randomly yelling, "Don't be a pussy" to one of the students after she just straight up clocks him. I think just is enough between that and who's the man? You're the man? I'm the man moment. This is a home run for me. Easy call. Done. Put it on the board. Yes. Chris?
Yeah, I say that this one's a home run. It's a very heartwarming episode, and you really start loving the relationship between Miguel and Johnny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, just a lot of great moments between all the characters in this one. So yeah, easy one. But Slumpbusters, if you want to listen to our review of episode 8 and future episodes moving forward, you know what you got to do. You got to hit that subscribe button. Like, comment on this video. Let us know what you thought. Is this your favorite episode? I think it's ours. But if this is yours, just let us know in the comments below. Other than that, Chris, any other messages to the viewers? No? Okay. We out of here, guys. We'll see you on the next one.